Call me outdated, but Counter-Strike is still at the top of my all-favorite video games. Late at night in dorm alone, I was playing up until 3 a.m. with full volume on. Yeah, that's my style. Today was supposed to be no different. I turned my MacBook Pro. The glossy screen made a clear reflection of my long, narrow room. The dorm's room were all just made for one person, so I'm always alone. My laptop was propped up on my desk at the end of the room, opposite of the door. It was almost too routine. After a long, boring day of classes, I'd come back to my room at 10 p.m. I'd go on Facebook, Twitter, 9gag, until I've surfed every nook and cranny of the net. Then, bored as fuck, I open Counter-Strike and go firing deep at night. But tonight, while surfing, a friend suddenly messaged me on Facebook. Hey dude, check out this CS map, and he sent me the download link. As a CS fanatic like me, I opened up the link. The map was called D_Darkness. With the 10 megabit per second internet that I have, they downloaded in a flash. Excited, I immediately opened up the Counter-Strike to try out the map. I set it up to play a good old-fashioned 5v5 affair. The map, living up to its name, had many dark areas, set late at night. The only pale blue shade of night sky and a few lampposts give you enough light to see the area. Stone walls lined up each corridor, filled with long green vines, dark hallways, and tunnels snaked at the center of the map. Around it was an elevated area, perfect for sniping away unwary players on the bottom, though ceiling holes in the tunnels. Bridges also kept the map interesting, hovering across the width and length of the vicinity. Quote-unquote darkness seemed to have nothing special to it. There were 2 days of getting kills in the map, the first one which I called the pussy way, and camping and sniping on the elevated areas of the map. It was almost too easy. The darkness gave you instant camouflage. You could rack up tons of kills immediately. The next one was a more interesting part of the map, which was running the maze tunnels in the center. It was perfect for sneak attacks or point-blank kills. As usual, I racked up more than half my team kills in the first few rounds, even switching between the two ways to play. After the first 5 rounds, I started to notice some things. One time, while roaming the map, I started to hear creaking noises. There was nothing like that usual sound effects I hear in CS maps. Some players' footsteps also make some different sounds. Instead of the usual thud of military-grade shoes, a metallic clanking clank was heard, even when no players seemed to be in the immediate area. And then, I started to notice an extra character in the map. While staying in the elevated area, a shady figure appeared on the outskirts of the forest on the map. It was impossible to get up there. Curiously, I zoomed my crosshairs on this human-like figure, but he disappeared. Next round, the figure appeared again. This time, he was only a few paces away. I was able to get a better look at him. He wore a brown overcoat, extending to the knees, fully buttoned up. A matching pair of brown slacks completed his outdated fashion statement. The only thing more puzzling than the man's clothes was the face that rose above it. He had dark, round eyes, with an empty stare straight at me. A sinister smile accompanied it, but the man didn't seem to have any lips. A gray, faded complexion covered the rest of the mysterious man's face. Just like any other opposing character I see, I fired at the guy, bullet after bullet. aimed straight at his thin, 6-foot body. All seemed to have no effect. Before I could try other ways to kill him, another player killed me. Wow, this map has something special in it after all. An extra character. Almost impossible to kill? A sense of excitement hit me like it never has before. Like it was just the first time I got my hands on this game. I spent pretty much all of the remaining rounds trying to find and kill this character, even if it meant lowering my kill-death ratio. I noticed that the man only appeared in dark spaces, randomly across the map. Many times, the man would toy with me. When I would try to run at him, he would stand still, but no distance would be made up. Other times, while firing at him, the man would contort and shake rapidly, like thousands of bullets of showering at his body at once. But one thing remained. I was never able to kill him. It must have been an hour or two already. I was starting to get sleepy. Trying to kill the mystery man was now boring. Futile effect. It was great while it lasted, so I closed the application, shutting down in 3, 2, 1. My MacBook screen shut off. But something remained on the screen. The same shady figure wearing a brown was still all in the right hand of my corner. Is my MacBook glitching now? The figure came closer, and closer, and closer. Now his gray face, empty eye sockets, and sinister smile occupied most of my screen. Then I realized I was staring in my laptop's reflection.